I cannot hear you.
Yes, Vajrang.
My audio is low. Okay, fine. So just keep my headphones on. Okay. So the question is, how many of you know how to extract structured data, but you should not use table scraping or extract data, like structured data tables. Hello?
I think by using HTTP request, right?
Not exactly.
Okay, then I don't know.
Can anyone else try? Go ahead, guys. Don't be silent. This is the last week. If you still
Vajrang,
stay silent, then how it
I,
will?
I don't know the topic. I don't know the topic.
Because I just need to go to some basics. That's the reason I'm asking.
Okay.
So maybe from API, Vajra, if API is available.
No, without APIs.
So UiPath, I don't know. From Python we can do.
Okay, so from Python, what is it?
It's like using request, HTTP request and beautiful. So we can extract. So it's not about structured or unstructured. We need to identify the elements or tags from which we need to extract the data.
Okay, I'll share my screen. Saved. Studio. So tell me any website where I can search and I can get the information except Google.
That OpenSpan website?
OpenSpan website. What is this? OpenSpan.
That use case we did right last time.
Got it. So, slot. Okay. This.
Oh, Vajrang, we are not able to see your screen.
No, I haven't shared it.
Okay.
Be ready for the demo. Team 2. I just need to see the end-to-end implementation. No need to worry if you don't have it ready. Just concentrate on the project. Can you see the screen?
Yes, Vajra.
Yes, yes.
So I'm trying to use my Internet Explorer since my Edge browser and every add-on will not work. Just system. Okay, the data is something like this. Okay, I need to open this table, but I should not use table extraction. Then how can I get it? So this is
So,
like project week
Vajra,
3.
can we
Yeah.
do it using something called find all elements?
You are nearby. Go ahead. You are giving a good try.
So using find all element, maybe um, we can extract some selectors. We can identify some selectors and like table, row, and column, and we can loop through uh, those by passing values.
Yep. So check app state or use application or browser I'm trying to use and indicate on element. So this is my application. Okay. Next. Normally how we will do, we'll go with table extraction and we will add data, click this value, extract all the values and then close. Now, do you know that we can also extract links from here?
Yes.
Yes.
How? How can we extract links?
Uh, in that option, I don't know. Like in classic design, after extracting, there shows a link.
So you need to enable this one. Say extract URLs or image sources of the extracted data. If they are present, they are added as a new data column. Okay, so this will help you. If you enable this one, add data. Yes. Can you see here order number and order number URL? Account
Yes.
number, order date, order date. Okay, save it or preview. So now you have the order number along with the URL, code number, and the shipping dates. So this is a short place where you can enable so that you can extract the links as well. So this is one way. Second thing, is it clear for everyone?
Yes, Vajra.
Now let's go with UI Explorer. me indicate, I will indicate an element. Okay. Now let's see the format or structure. Okay. I'm not sure how many of you know how to exactly use this, but I will just try to explain. Here, if you click on this enable highlight button, so it will select whatever item we are clicking, that item it will be selected. So this highlight element is different. This highlight element will enable the item in real time, like whatever the item that we selected, that's the item that it will select. Below one is to select the item dynamically. Highlight item is to highlight the item that is selected already. For example, if I double click on TD, one, okay, or I will set as target element. So this becomes the target. So target element will be in red. Now, this is my target. If I want to indicate any anchor, for example, this number should be a static value. So I can indicate something like here. Okay. So if there is no item that it is where the item is constant, then I can select some item that is constant and the reference element. More easier example for this one is RPA challenge. RPA challenge websites. Yeah. This should be available. If not, we'll see later. Yeah. Now, if you see this RPA challenge, ticket element, this one, website, this one. Now, this is my last name, is it right? And we are trying to select an input. But if I just go ahead and validate item, it is validating. If I just click on highlight, it is selecting. But when I just refresh the button, refresh this page, now it is selecting first index only. So it's not selecting the last name. So if I want to make one value that is constant, we can use indicate anchor. So I can indicate last name as my anchor. Your element is no longer valid. So I can just select indicate element. This is my element. And indicate anchor. This is my anchor. So I'm asking it to select the next item, last name, and navigate up to one item. So this is my input. But from here, go back to div and find the element that is there inside input. So if you see here, this is with ID OR05 AR RAI. So if I can just remove this one and type text, validate. Now, which item is it selecting? Last name. If I go ahead and click on submit again, and if I click on highlight again, last name is this one, right? Validate. Now, which button is it selecting? Is it always selecting last name? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Next one. See, we are able to okay, we don't have anything. So let's go with this example rather than this table. So I don't have this in a tabular format. By that I'll remove. So if you see here, my requirement is to extract all the market news and to save it. Okay. There is no read more option, it's going back. But what I require is I need to select this particular image and also I need to store this particular text. Let's go ahead and do a table scraping. Let's see how can we do it. Table extraction, add data, this one, new column we got, and it's able to select all the matching elements. That is this one. If I just go back and if I click on read more, just remove this, select everything. So inside that I will also select add column, this one. Okay, I think we are already having this particular item. So let me just go ahead and add selection. So I'll just add it. So if you see here, read column 1 and URL 1 came and we are not able to view it. Okay, but I also want this particular item. So let's add this one. Okay, so this is my target view. So I have read more and this particular value. Close. I will just remove this one. This one also I'll remove. I'll add data. This one. I'll add this one. So I got the items and this is the value. So if you see here, I got all the items RPA. Okay. Now if I add this particular item, I got the source and URL. I will select this one also and I will select OK. Now when you click on this particular item, I'll get two items like source of this particular image and source. So I can remove the source so that I can get the URL itself. Okay, save, continue. Okay, this will be the right range. Workbook path is week 3. I'll add a new folder, data. That data I'll create a new sheet. Market, stock market, structure, table extraction. Here I'll give the date as table and data table is extracted table, data table. Cell value is not required. So let's go ahead and run this file. So what is the expected output out of this? What is the expected output?
So all the data will be written.
Okay, let's see. Refresh data, stock market. Let it open. It's taking its own time. Now, even without this table, we can do this activity, same activity. Now, how to do this one? See, if I go with UI Explorer again, I have all the values. I'll close it. Indicate element. See, if you observe properly, all these are having a particular pattern. All my items are having particular pattern. Okay, so this is the main div that is containing everything, and in that div, I have a separate division. In that division, I have a separate division again. In that division, I have an image. I have a strong item and the paragraph. And in that paragraph, I have an anchor. Okay, so if I go with the next item, I will have the same pattern. Image, strong, P, anchor. Okay, so my target should be to identify this particular pattern. Okay, now we'll have an activity called find children. So using this find children, what we are going to do, we are going to get all the children of one particular div. Okay, if I see with the properties, the target element is, so never go with CSS selector, always go with a proper selector. When I say proper selector, I mean that this one, where we can identify the elements, where we can identify without the CSS tags. Okay, so this particular div, if you see here, there is no way I can check with this particular item or target this particular item. But can I map it with indicate anchor and see this one? So now my target is H4. So my target is market news. But how market news? I am trying to get a div value or div item. So it's going to H4, going back to nav up to main one. So this is navigating up one. And inside this one, it is trying to select a div. It's having only one div. Okay. Did you understand the flow or not?
Vajrang, explain once again.
Okay. Now, all of our team members went into a function. Okay. Now someone invited me to their own function. Now in that function, my friend is trying to explain who is their father or who is their parents. Okay. Now, if some random parent comes to me and says, hello, will I be able to recognize him or her? Like, will I be able to map?
No.
No. But if someone says, okay, I am father of Anvesh. So can I map Anvesh? Because I know Anvesh already. Can I map Anvesh and can I go to his father? Can I think like that?
Yes.
Okay, in the same way, now I don't know what is this div because I am not having a proper selector. But this selector, I am having a proper selector because it's having proper A8 name. This value will not change. Now I'm going to this selector and going to its parent. This is its parent. Nav1 up is its parent. And in this parent, get me a div that is having the selector tag as div. Now, did you understand the concept?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now what I'm trying to do, I will try to copy this one. So this is my target. Okay, validate, highlight. So this is my target. So inside my target, if you see if you observe, okay, let me just show you what and how things will work. If I select tag, if the scope is descendants, control K, I enumerable because this is I enumerable data type, children. Okay. Now I will use get text activity and I will get any text that is coming in. But for that, for each UI element, I can use. Okay. And in this for each UI element, I can give the properties. Target value. For each UI element, target next button. Target time available. And the selector is, I can directly give the element type. Target. Native element, fuzzy native text, strict element. Targeting methods. Where is my item? Element visible to none. Will it change? Can you guys see anything with name element? No, right? Okay, I'll remove this one. This is not helping us. I think that particular activity is changed to your element now. Okay, I will use for activity for each. Okay, now in this for each properties and condition, I will just give. So this is, so what item should I select here? Now in my collection, in the variables, what is the item collection? What is the property of the item?
UI element.
Exactly. Because IEnumerable is a collection and UI element is the property. If it is a variable or if it is an integer, it will be IEnumerable of integer. So this should be changed to UI element. UiPath core UI element. Okay. And this values is IEnumerable of children. Okay. And let's go ahead and try to add get text. In this, let's try to send target is input element is item. Yes, can you go on mute? Thank you. So let's save it to control K. Element text str element text. Okay, and let's try to log message. And let's try to add a log here. Str element. Okay, so let's go ahead and test this one. I will enable highlight elements execution trial debug file. So what will happen? What is your expectation?
For each element, it will get the text.
Exactly. Now let's see what value did we get. So there are a lot of empty values. Along with that, we have stocks. We have read more output. Okay, see here. Do you know the difference between parallel and for each parallel? Parallel for each? Or not?
Parallel for
Uh,
each is,
Tell me, no problem. One person can tell.
I think it's asynchronous, I think.
Yeah. If you see here, normally, first it should get the first item, and then it should get the all the items in this. But with parallel for each, what have happened? It tried to fetch this item. Since it is taking time, it went in the next item. Since it's taking time, it went in the next item. That is the reason we are not getting the items in a structured manner. So first it got read more. Then there are multiple other items where things are empty. And see here, stocks rank, another round of stocks rank, another round, stocks rank, another round. Get gold prices, get gold prices. So when do you need to use parallel for each and for each? So in this condition, I can go with for each only because after each item, I need to pick the next item. But if there is a situation like, let me also add parallel for it. So because we are not going in a structured manner today, but the actual requirement is to extract the information. We'll do it. But along with that, I'm trying to cover multiple other things so that it will not be left over. Parallel for each. Let's give out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now in this properties, okay, I will try to give output. Sorry, I will try to add activities, assign a log message. Okay. But in this log, let me just try to give item. So what is the expected result? Will you get items randomly or will you get items only once, like in a synchronous manner? What is the expected result?
Will it randomly?
Okay, let's see. How did we get it? We got like seventh item first, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it printed out the last item. So let's do one simple thing. So random, let's keep a delay activity. Okay. So in this delay, we'll also give timeout. Okay. So in this properties, let's see what's the property. Property, duration, time span. So time span is something, yeah, in seconds we need to give 00, 00, 00. So this is seconds. But I want to randomly generate this number. Last two items, last number, I just need to give it random.
Generate a random number from 1 to 10.
Yeah, I just need to get a random number from 1 to 10. VB.NET. Actually, I should know this one. Assign int random. This variable, I'll just give it to integer. I'll just give it out. And this value, I'll just use something like, yeah, random and 0 to 10. So random dot, or let's see, random stage box. Okay, let's try to give 0 to 9. 50, 0 to 9, 9. So what is it telling? Reference not shared, member of object reference. So this is not getting correctly. UiPath, let's try with UiPath. Okay. Okay, this is coming correctly.
No.
Is it not correct? You can use milliseconds. Let's try this one.
Not millisecond.
Can anyone try it and tell me?
So Vajram, that new random will work.
New random will work?
Yeah, we just need a random number, right? 0 to 9.
Yeah.
Then will work.
Random dot next. So you're telling me that this will work?
New random.
New random. This one?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So it's giving me a
Complete
double.
error and
Let's convert it into int. So what is this one? Next, see 1 to 9. So will it take from 1 to 9?
is
So let's change this to a double value. Double. Still not double. Editing this value. Did you guys get it or what? What is the correct answer for this?
no doubt.
It's really need great. Both solutions are working. That's not a solution. New random. So let me try this.
But even this one works. New random dot next with integer variable.
I think I got it. New random 1 to 100. So this becomes, I think that should not be 9. I'm taking 9 only. 9. So this should give me a random number from 0 to 1 to 9. Okay. And delay properties. In here, I will.
Second. 4
What-
seconds.
So time span dot convert dot to time span. So how can we convert to time span? Here I need to go back. I need to learn coding somehow.
Convert to time span in UiPath.
Yeah. Okay, time span dot parse. Okay. Time span dot parse of, so I'll give something like this 00 colon 00 plus the random number, whatever random number I'm getting that. Okay. Colon 0 and then the random number dot toString. Okay. So this is my random number.
Dot string.
Int random waits for item dot toString. Here also I will just give dot toString plus. Okay. So now let's see. Earlier, remember this 7654321. This is the result that we got. And now we don't know what is the random, like what is the delay. I'll just give out delay value as plus int random. So we don't know when this will start. Let's see.
Yeah, 1456666.
Okay, now see this one. In the output, for we got delays like 1456668. Okay, now this 7 came first. Okay, I'm still not sure why. Okay, see here. We need to really give some big numbers. Let's increase the random number to. Okay, let's give it something like this one. Let's give it from 10 till. It should be till 60, right? Or till 30, 10 to 30 seconds. Okay. In this delay, I'm just removing the properties. So to see, just see what is the value. Okay. Let's try to run now. The format should be altered depending upon the time. So we have delays like the first item should be delayed 12 seconds. Second item should be delayed 22 seconds. Third item should be delayed 26 seconds. But can you see though you are in for loop, this is continuously executing. Can you guys observe this one or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Normally, what will happen in normal for loop? This will start. This will come here, and this will log a message. This will delay for 12 seconds, and this will log. After logging, then it will go to the first item again. But in our case, it is first keeping this block. Okay, now this is waiting for delay, right? Okay, let's go ahead and create a new object. Now this is one more object that's having one more delay. Now this here comes one more object. This one more object having some more delay. By the time if this particular object gets completed, then it will continue the execution, like continue the log message. Okay, so to have this in asynchronous manner, it means that each and every sequence have their own wait times. Okay, that is the reason. Now can you see 7 executed 12 seconds, but immediately after 12 seconds, 16 seconds executed. After 16 seconds, 17 seconds executed, then 19 seconds executed, 12 to 22 executed, 26 executed, and 29 executed. But all the numbers came in very random. Are you able to understand the difference between for loop and for each parallel?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Now, should we use this in our code or to extract these items? Again, if we are getting not correct answers, then better not to use it. But parallel for each, let's go ahead and keep it in aside. Let's concentrate on their controlling. We are going to extend 10 to 15 minutes of our time. So instead of parallel for each, let's go with parallel. Sorry, I just need to take for each. For each item, now I will give I a new module. Children, properties. For this property, properties, and this becomes core element. So this is fine. And the index is that's not required. And let's go to get text and let's copy and paste this one. Parallel for each I'm removing. Let's see the message. Run file. My text. So first it should print oil futures, then speculators, then gold prices, then stock. So that is the output that I want. Okay, we got it. But did you see why are we getting like spaces, empty spaces, and why are we getting this every time? Why are we getting all the same items? Can anyone tell me why? Read more. Just to give you a clarification. So using find children in the properties, we are asking to find all the elements that are descendants. So when we say descendant, for example, my great grandfather wrote a will that all my descendants should take only 10% of my wealth. So if he's writing something like that, how much his children can take out of 100, how much his children can take. Is it 10% or not?
Yes.
So what is the remaining items?
90.
remaining there are 90%, remaining 90%.
Yeah.
Now then after parents, then children, they will be left out with how much percentage? 90%. Out of that 90%, they can take only 10% out of it. So 10% out of 90 is 9%. Okay.
9%.
9%. So remaining is 81%. So if you see here, when he said descendants, everyone are eligible. Okay. Now in the same way, when we are saying descendants for this, in this div, this is eligible, this is eligible, this is also eligible, this is eligible, this one, this one, this one. So what is trying to do? First it is trying to print out these 4 items. So in each item, again it's going inside and it's printing this item. Again it's printing this item. In this it's printing this item. In this it's printing this item. In this it's printing this item. So it's not having a control on what is the item that it need to pick up. So instead of that, what we can do is we can change it to children. Okay, or top levels. Okay, when we say to children, so who are the direct children for this parent? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 members are the paid children for this particular item. Okay, now let's go ahead and see properties. And one more thing that I will check is this web control. Instead of having web control, I will just add a div tag. It just meant that select all the items that are having div as the selector tag. This is the filter that we are giving. Now debug file. Now which items will it pick?
Div items.
Only the parent items. It will not go into find children. Selector is not valid. Let's go ahead and see why the selector is not valid. Properties.
Selectors.
Stock market. Div children 1. So let's see why. This is what I want. Validate. Div. Text outer center. So this is correct. I'll just remove this one and keep a star. I'll also remove this one and keep a star. I'll just take this one. Copy and paste. Validate. This is not correct because my target element is wrong. Edit target element. This is my target. Okay. Now let's see debug. It should pick up these items. So what it is trying, so find children div selector is not valid. It is not able to find its children with div. So let's see if it has any descendants with div. Find children, find descendants, but I'm selecting only div items. So let's see. Okay. What's this? Find children is not giving me items. Why? Is the selector? This is. Sai Kumar, I'm giving you. Oh, where are you, buddy? I'm not at all able to understand the language. Okay, this is my item and this is my selector target to target. Okay, sorry. This is the error that I made. and I just need to correct it. Okay. Now let's go ahead and select this particular item. Let's go back and change it to children debug. So I did not get it selected properly. Selected tag is not correct. Okay. Yeah. So let's see what did we get. So we are getting something like this one. So it's taking RPA stock market, everything, every div it is selecting. Okay. Maybe I did a mistake over here. RPA stock market news. Let me just add one more item to make it proper. Div CS selector, tag it. Let's give this one. Validate, highlight. So inside this one, I'm trying to find all the items. So you will have all the difficulties if you are not able to use text extraction, but it will be easy. Okay, now it's coming correctly. Okay, now if you see here, we got all the values correctly, like future oil prices, speculators, gold prices, stocks. So this is coming correctly. Now, how can we create a data table out of it? What I can do is I can do a build data table. Build data table. Okay. So in this build data table, I can add two items. First thing is string. I'll add only one item first. This is article details. Okay, max that I can remove. Hit on OK. To build data table properties, I'll just give it to dt dynamic table. Okay, so in this dynamic table, since I got the item over here, I will add data row. Okay, and data row is array of items I can give. This one is str. What is this one? Save item to str element. Element text. And the data table is dt dynamic table. Okay. So after adding all the items, let's go ahead and write it. Right range, I'm copying. And I'll write it over here. Of table, this is dynamic table. Okay, I'll add headers as well. So let's run this one. So what is the expected output after this particular action? What is the expected output? Actual expected output, not the error. What is the actual expected output?
Table, it is coming table.
Sorry, I did not get that.
We should get data as, I mean, in a table format.
Yeah, all the details will be in the tabular format.
Yeah.
Now, why am I not able to save it? Build data table, target, don't allow null, and this should be -1. Max length, if you give -1, it will take any number of characters. Okay, now if I see the Excel packages, I'll just go back, data, stock market table extraction. So this is my dynamic table. There is no data in it. Right. Properties, build data table. Let's check it here. Add data row, breakpoint, str element text. Let's see. Debug data. Okay. Okay. So I will use my watch str element text. So we have the value over here. Data row is done. I will use dt dynamic table. So these are my details. Step into continue. So this one I'll just use step into again and see the items. So I'll just give dt dynamic table dot row count. So now it is 2. Now it should be 3. Okay. So let's also keep a breakpoint step into. We have total 4 items, right? Yeah, let's continue. Okay. Dynamic table project. Let's see. If you are not getting it, then it means that we are assigning the value only inside, the scope is not matching. When it's coming out of the for loop, it is not able to hold those values. Why? Let's do a breakpoint over here. Keep for loop variables enumerable. Yeah. dt dynamic text, dt table, new system, new data table. Just create it, but they should not give any, or they should not make any impact. But let's see, debug file. Did I make any mistake while working? Did you observe anything? Okay, I got the error. Did you identify the error or not?
No.
So I'll keep this screen for 2 minutes. Okay. So this is my items. Okay. And tell me what's the error. This is the very silly mistake I made. Can you see the screen or not?
Yes.
What is the, so I'm getting text here. I'm adding it to data row. I'm logging a message and I'm writing it here. Why it's not printing the items?
Whether it may be scope
Table
or we
name?
have to use. Right range in the for each loop.
No, wrong answer.
Table name?
Yeah, exactly. So here we are creating a table with the DT dynamic table, and here we have used extract data table.
Yeah.
That was the reason. We extract table stop. Let's just continue. DT dynamic table. Okay, let's run it. Now, will this run properly? Or not? Let's check out. Okay. Now we have the details. Okay. The silly mistakes I made, that should be corrected. But here we are able to extract the information using find children activity. In the find children, you will filter the items. For each item, I'm picking up the value and I'm trying to create a table and then I'm trying to write it. So is it useful or are you able to understand what we did till
Yes,
now? So what we have covered so far, activities, files.
Vajrang, actually, I got this question in interview once. Like,
Okay, were you able to answer or not?
no, I said like table extraction and using API only.
Okay. But now did you get the different method?
Yes, right.
Using find children activity, you need to filter the items and then you need to use get attributes or get text to get the value and then create a data table and finally keep it.
Yes.
Okay, let's. Okay. So this is my item and today we are going to see or what we have completed so far. We have completed table extraction. And in this table extraction, dynamic URLs extraction, then without extraction of content, without table extraction. So this is what we did. Can we see the demo of from team 2? For today, we'll stop. Can we see the demo from team 2?
Okay, Vajrang, can I share the screen?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, buddy. All the best. And by the way, tomorrow is the last day. Today is already Thursday for you, right? Tomorrow is the last day, and then we will go with the testing of the applications or moving it into different portals or different machines. Okay, yeah. So first thing, you should not demo it in task capture. I need to have images. Okay, remember that. Yeah, okay, go ahead. So from your team, how many members are there along with you, Satish?
And me,
You and
Kaling.
Kaling. Kaling, are you there? Yeah. Good work, buddies.
Yes,
Okay, let's see.
Can I,
What
can I
did
go
you do?
with PDD?
Just show me the image. So
Which one?
browsing. So is this as is process or to be process?
This is as is process.
Okay.
This is as is. Actually, here I'm browsing a website, and from here I'm extracting all movies from the rating with ratings and storing the data into the orchestrator. From that, get the data from the orchestrator and here filter the data based on ratings and store in the Excel based on ratings in different sheets.
Okay. Now I will ask you one question. Is this as is process correct or wrong? How many of you agree that this is correct? So don't talk. So on the top they have reactions. If this is correct, keep a hands, give a hands like thumbs up. If it is wrong, give a love. How many of you think that this is correct? This diagram is correct. Give it a thumbs up if this is correct, or give it a love if this is wrong. As is process. Chetan, you are the team lead. You should tell.
Yeah, basically Q should not be here because it's as
Okay.
is flow.
Okay, that's a good understanding. Okay, see here, while we are working on as is process, so we need to tell how a human will do it. Human will not use orchestrator, is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the mistake over here. And
So I have to remove this part.
yeah, you need to remove and you just need to keep start, open browser, extract all the movies, filter items based on ratings, store in the Excel.
Okay.
Okay, but filter item based on ratings, what you can do is you can add item like you can add uh, diamonds. If item is greater than 7, then move on the left side. If item is greater than, so if you want to take something like this,
Where do I
then
have to
let me
add time? Like a
give me access, please. And see, simulants we will not use normally in the as is process. Okay, so see here, this is filtered based on the ratings, right? So I'm just trying to remove this one. Here, store in the orchestrator, I'll remove. So for each item, next, I will just keep next item exist. So I can just take for each item. So rating greater or rating greater than 7, greater than or equal to 7. Then you can remove this one. Store item with sheet name 7. Okay. Now this is if it is correct. Okay. Now what if this is wrong? Okay. Now see, store rating greater than or equal to 6. Then store item with sheet name 6. So in this way, you need to keep diamonds for all the process. Like, okay, if it is 7, go ahead and add it to 7. If it is 6, go ahead and add it to 6. So if the item is greater than 6, it will be filtered out here, right? It's not more than 7, so it will definitely come here.
yes.
Okay, understood
Yes,
the
sir.
process? So this is BPMN process, that's new items that are getting added. So I need to see this one. So these are swim lanes, I guess. So this is a proof. Yeah, understood. Okay, so this is the new version of task capture. Okay, go ahead. What's next?
The solution design diagram is creating
To be processed.
Yes, to be processed.
So do you have a separate dispatcher and performer, or is it only the?
Yes, I have a separate dispatcher and performer.
Show me the dispatcher first. So we'll wait for last 5 minutes. See, whatever we discussed in the first half, 1 hour is important. And along with that, this review is also very important. Because without this review, you will not be able to understand if you have done whatever you have done, is it correct or not? Maybe you have done the same mistake. Okay, extract all the movie ratings from the website. Where is open website?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Satish, okay, what are the mistakes over here? Can anyone tell? So, okay, if you don't want to tell, that's fine. Give it a thumbs up if you think this is correct. Give it a thumbs down if this is wrong. And make it fast. This is not difficult. Thumbs up and sorry, and love if it is wrong. Come on, Pratyusha says this is wrong. What about others? Sai Kumar says this is wrong. Sai Kumar, why is it wrong? Sai Kumar, unmute and talk. Okay, anyone thinks that this is wrong? Pratyusha, why do you think that this is wrong? Sai Kumar, please join back with your audio turned on.
Wrong in the sense we can add a few more details actually, like we need
Okay.
to start from the
Okay.
browser.
With the existing information that's there,
Hmm.
instead, other than adding more information, what's wrong in it?
There is no a proper flow or exceptions and what we are checking.
Okay, see, simple. Other than all that, so he started here
Yeah.
and he ended with a diamond. Diamond is for
Yeah,
decision,
yeah.
is it right?
Yes, yes.
And there is no end. If this is completed, where is the end? Okay. And in the same way, this one also, this event. So where is the start and where is the end? This is the start. But here he mentioned, he did not mention end. So let's see. Where is the end? I'm not sure. Where is the end? Okay, this is the end. Intermediate. So this is an end event. Okay. So you need to map it to end.
Okay.
And I think that's the reason you did not map it if you did not find the item correctly. And here also, you should not end with a diamond. There is
Okay.
no reason for keeping diamond over here. If data is not extracted, you need to throw an exception. That's the step that you need to.
Okay.
Okay. Go with the code. Go with to be flow. Correct it. Correct it.
To be
To be flow. Yeah, to be process like performer. Did you get this reviewed by Chetan or not?
actually we shared the code with Chetan.
What about these all details?
Actually, we are not in the meeting yesterday because I am busy with yesterday.
So see, don't depend only on meetings. In the organization, you will not depend on meetings. You will send the documents, you will ask for review, and you will get back the information over mails. Here you don't have mails, but you have Teams chat. Okay. So get transaction item. After getting transaction item is not nothing. Okay. Then transaction item is added to data table and filter the data table on ratings. So before adding the item to data table, you should filter it.
Okay.
Why are you adding it to data table before that?
Actually, there is no need to use to add data to data table.
Then why are you doing it?
Actually, extra edit process on the time of greater audio. There is no need to use here data table.
Remove it. Then data filtered based on ratings. But instead of having something like this, you can have like how I have shown, like item greater than 7, item greater than 6 and all.
Okay.
Okay. So this filtered data table based on ratings can be removed.
Which were
Left side. Yeah. This need
and
not be available, right? Remove it. So if you found an item, filter it.
okay.
And after all the items, you should find some value. Okay, you will not throw any exception, business rule exception, because there is no reason. I haven't said any business rule exception. I did not say that, okay, throw all the items that are less than 6, don't process them. Did I say that?
Actually, there is an empty strings are there version, so that's the main reason.
No, you should
Uh,
properly
empty
get the
ratings are there.
values. Get the values properly. This is
Okay.
wrong. So store movies in Excel based on ratings. Again, no clear information on what should be done. To be processed is something. If you give this process to someone else, they should be able to execute it.
Okay.
Because from Monday next week, we'll be working with API project. And in that API project, Team 1 will work on documentation for Team 2. Team 2 will work on documentation for Team 3. Team 3 will work on documentation for Team 1. So every day will be different. Understood?
Okay.
Okay. And I will give 3 different use cases, and no one will know what the other person is getting. They will only see with the document and they will create it. If they are not able to understand with the document, then it's the mistake of the document person who created the document. Okay, execute the flow and show me the details. So this is okay. 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 Is it done? So did you add all the items in it? The dispatcher is also in the same process.
So in dispatcher is on the paper, but I use a dispatch in the first run.
Yeah, got it. Show me the result. And by the way, I think you are also following Expo Hub videos, right? So did you see any difference between all the videos that are there and the use case over there, or are they same that whatever I'm teaching are the same use cases, or are they different?
Different version.
In what way? In what sense?
Actually, I think your training is completely related to corporate level. I think,
Okay.
but Xbox is very good. He will say basic concept very nice.
Okay. In the basics level. Got
Yes,
it.
yes.
Yeah. So I just don't want to cover the same thing that's there in the video. That's the reason I've asked it. Okay. So this is a wrong item that you have added. Okay, it's 5 and below. Okay, done. Got it. This is good. 6 rating. Okay, 7 rating. Okay, 8 and above. Okay, sheet 1, nothing, right?
It was nothing.
Okay, what happened with the items that are having no ratings?
I thrown business exception there.
But are they movies that are having no ratings?
Yes.
Then it should go into items that is below 5, right? 5 or below.
Actually, I thrown me here business rule exception.
My question is, the data is missing, is it right? From the
Yes.
data that is input, there is a input that you have taken, and in the output, the data is not matching.
Yes,
The values are not matching. Why?
Because it is empty version.
Empty value, that's fine, but it is below 5, right?
Yes.
So you should mention it in below 5 and mention it as 0.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I got it version. Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
But
Actually, there is a main thing is there is one hyphen is there, so there is no rating, so that's why I've gone in this way.
Okay, got it. So now okay, what happens if show me the transaction items once in the orchestrator.
In output,
Orchestrator. So how did you work, both of you? Did one person create everything, or Kaling and you, how did you divide the work?
Actually, I am calling divided PDD and SDT. We both worked on that, and I worked on extranet coding totally.
Okay. So next week you will not have such option. Like you cannot work all alone. Okay, go to your orchestrator. Yeah, show me the details.
This not running version. If I start from orchestrator, it's not working perfectly.
That's fine. Show me. View transactions. So you should have added reference as well, because if you don't add reference, we will not be able to identify. And successful, failed. Yeah, this is good. Okay, good job, both of you. Okay, but the project is not completed. You need to correct all the mistakes that I said and show me tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll have demos from team 1 and team 3. Be ready with your demos. And Chetan?
Yes, Vajram.
Before we start with the meeting, I want you to review everything and make sure that there is no mistake.
Okay.
So team, this is your responsibility to get it reviewed. It's not Chetan's responsibility to get to ask you, come and ask you to get to further review. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Vajra.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this session.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Vajra, one
Yeah,
doubt.
tell me.
Is Git and GitHub same?
No.
No. I
Okay.
mean, what is
So
the difference?
GitHub is a website.
Huh.
Along with GitHub, there is Gitbucket. There is any kind of different service. So if I just screen share. So Git services. Services. So these all are GitHub services: Gitbucket, GitLab, Git Perforce, Beanstalk, Amazon Core Summit, Codebase, and all. But all these are websites which stores your information
Okay.
in the cloud. Git is the application that you have installed in your machine that will track the changes of the file. Okay, using GitHub Desktop, you will be able to connect to Gitbucket, GitLab, Perforce, Beanstalk, or any service. These all are services that are providing you a storage solution.
Oh, okay.
Along with that, GitHub is also one more storage service.
Okay.
Along with that, Azure Repos is also one more service.
But in organizations, they use Git, is it?
Sorry,
No.
what is that?
In organizations, they use Git.
So it doesn't matter which thing they use,
Okay.
but the end goal is you need to see if they may not use Git, they may directly use this team, this UiPath itself, because in UiPath you have now an option to directly commit the code. Okay, so add commit.
Commit.
Yeah, so I can commit and push the code.
Okay.
Here I can give table extraction. Week 3, day 5, day 4. So when I save it, now it is still going to where? Is it going to my GitHub or not? Let's just push the code. It's asking me to sign into GitHub. So at any point of time, this is a GitHub website URL we are using GitHub. But if you are using any different URL, this will have gitlab.com. This will have perforce.com. This will have beanstalk.com. So that is the difference. So once I sign in, but underlying software which is maintaining or tracking the changes, what is it? Just go with this one. This will help you. Okay. See, the software that is helping me to identify or monitor the changes is Git, and Git is connected to GitHub website to push the changes so that others can view.
Oh, so finally Git is connected to GitHub.
Exactly. So Git can also connect to GitLab. Git can also connect to Beanstalk. Git can also connect to Codebase.
Yeah, understood.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Ajay.
Any other questions, or we can close for the day?
Yeah. And then one more was there, no, that move to production document. That we can discuss tomorrow also, not today.
We cannot discuss today. Tomorrow only we'll discuss.
Yeah. Thank you, Ajay.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.